Hello everybody, this is Yoko's Anime Reactions, and this is going to be my review for Fairy Tail episode 200, and currently I have not recorded any more Fairy Tail past this point, so I just have to record some more, otherwise I don't have any Fairy Tail to upload, but anyway, this episode is showing on everybody, heading back to Magnolia, and Jalal and Merity looking for Old here because they hadn't found her, and she hadn't contacted them or anything since during the battle against the dragons. And it's also showing an old woman going about her day. And when I was watching this, I was still under the mindset that when Old here used that spell, it is supposed to kill the caster. I was actually wrong about that. Because while Jalal and Merity are trying to figure out what happened to Old here, that same lady goes up and gives them a letter, and apparently it was written by Old here before she died. And that's what they think. Or at least that's what Merity thinks. I think Jalal ends up figuring it out when he turns around to ask the woman, where did you get this, when did you get this note? And she disappeared. Because that woman is actually Old here. It doesn't kill you, it steals all the years you have left in this world and makes you an old person, whether it be an old man or an old woman. And it made her an old woman. And question, why does this happen normally, but why do old people shrink in anime? Because a character could be, really tall in their prime, and then when they become an old person, they become old, they're short. What happens? I don't get that. And if that happens in real life, then what the heck? But yeah, she shrunk. So that's probably why they didn't realize that was her. And, Natsu and the others end up heading back through a wagon, and obviously Natsu ain't happy about that due to his motion sickness, and the Troya spell isn't working on him anymore. I guess after using it so many times, he builds up an immunity to it. That sucks. Because that's the one spell you don't want an immunity built up on. And Urs is apparently designing a new set of armor that's supposed to be like, it's armor, but it's in akin to a ball gown. And her drawing is appalling. And to be completely honest, she thinks that she's so good at it, but no. But nobody has the courage to tell her that because, she could kill you if she wanted to. Anyway, Gray is kind of thinking about what had happened, and the fact that he had actually died and witnessed that death before actually managing to keep it from happening. And he ends up seeing, Old here as an old woman, and he doesn't really think much about it until he looks more closely at her as they're going by, and he realizes that that's Old here, and she's the reason that he managed to avoid dying in the process, and he ends up crying because of it, because both mother and daughter ended up giving their lives to save him, essentially, because Ur ended up giving her life using the ice shell to protect him and everybody else against Deliora. Old here ended up giving up all her years and became an old woman to inadvertently save his life, because she didn't know at the time that, he had died. And he wanted to stop the wagon, but she kind of shook her head no. I guess so it doesn't get around that she's like an old woman. She just wants to live on her life now, that she's done some good for the world that can possibly atone for what she's done. Or rather, I guess you could say it's her punishment for all that she's done, I guess. I guess you could kind of look at it that way as well. What do you guys think about that? But anyway, like I said, I don't have any more recorded at the moment for Fairy Tail. I'll try and get more recorded this week, if I can get some stuff recorded while my nephews are napping. I almost said my kids. I don't have any kids. Not yet. Not anytime soon. Anyway, yeah. If you haven't already subscribed, feel free to do so. And if you know anybody who likes Fairy Tail or any of the other anime that I've done and they haven't gotten on the channel and possibly subscribed, let them know. Because, I can't always just rely on like Reddit or Twitter or whatever. It'd be good to get word of mouth around too. So if you know anybody who's into anime and there's at least a couple of things on here that I do that they like, let them know. And, tell them to tell me that they were sent here by whoever or whatever. Anyway, I'll get to work on editing and uploading this, and I'll see you guys next time.